Hello everyone, I am Sutapa, present in front of you to explain the next topic. My today's topic is reproductive health of human being. Now, what is reproductive health? The reproduction, firstly I am explaining that in short, that reproduction is the life process by which the organism bring the races, keep the races in the world or earth. Now, in case of human being, there is another word, that is reproductive health, which is not present in other animals. Now, what is reproductive health? Reproductive health is actually to maintain the number of the population very wisely, number of children very wisely. Otherwise, many problems might be created, like that if in a family the number of the children are much more, that is in a family I am thinking that 14 members are there, parents and 12 children. Now, there will be naturally the scarcity of the facilities and amenities, and there is the scarcity of the space, their personal belongings and etc. Food might be sometimes food also. So this is not wanted at all, this is not fair. So we are the human being, we should control our reproduction in such a manner that we can make a very healthy family, and by that way we can give the nature a gift, that nature should get the population according to its carrying capacity. Otherwise, what will happen? There will be many disasters. Nature will try to eliminate the population, and also pandemics like today's COVID. Now, like this, so reproductive health is very important for the human being. We are going to that topic. Why? What are the main targets of it? Number one is that to eliminate the unwanted pregnancies. Number two, to bring out the wanted pregnancy. Number three, make differences among the successive pregnancies. And number four is to determine the number of members in a family. Now, what is the make differences among the successive pregnancies? The make differences among the successive pregnancies, suppose this is one couple, they want 2 children or 3 children a maximum. Now, if they first, after the birth of their first children, within 1 year they get the second pregnancy or the second child will come, then naturally there is the deficiency of nutrition in the next one, and mother will also suffer with the lack of nutrition, malnutrition. And so there must be the difference among the successive pregnancies. In between 2 or 3 children, they should maintain the gap. And last one is to determine the number of the family members. That is, if a couple decide that they will take 2 or 3 children, then they can control the number of the members in the family according to their condition, economical condition, accommodation, etc. So this is the main role of the reproductive health. Now how we can maintain the reproductive health? Here I am giving you an information that in India, we know it's the third world country. India, our country is a third world country. That means it's the developing country. But many things are here. Among that, one I am telling you that on the year of 1551, on the year of 1951, India first took on family planning in the world. Now we have maximum population, but the steps first taken by India on the year 1950 family planning step. Now family planning can be done, but what is the family planning? To plan the family wisely or scientifically, and for that we know the we have to take the steps like on the reproductive health. Now what are the ways how we can take the step about the family planning? There are basically two broad division about the family planning. Number one, spacing method or spacing method or temporary method. And number two is termination or stopping the birth permanently. Number one, spacing method or temporary method, it's generally taken by the couple who has no children or just one child is there, and after that they are taking space or gap in between two successive children. Now in this here the many systems are there like that. Number one is contraceptive method. I am discussing about this spacing method. Spacing method is done by number one contraceptive method. Generally, it's done in case of the females mostly. That is the chemical method. Temporary in number one is chemical method under this. That is the using of spermicidal gel, foam, soaps, etc. This is the chemical method. And after that, in that will just it will destruct the upcoming sperms after insemination, and it will stop the pregnancy or stop the fertilization. Next is that the barrier method. Number two, barrier method is mostly used by the male. That the very common one is using condom during copulation. And other than that, there are many methods like that. The female can use the female condoms. They can use the diaphragm, vault, cap, etc. So by this way, they can prevent the pregnancy. Other than that, some intrauterine devices are there. Some intra, and omitting this one. Number 3, not 3, sorry, in between barrier method. Using IUDs, IUCD or IUDs, that is intrauterine device. Among them, the copper T is mostly popular. It can release the copper, which will make the sperms ineffective, and as well as copper T will protect the movement of the sperms inside the fallopian tube. As copper T is the T-shaped copper made a thing which is placed inside the uterus of the female, and by that way the way opening of the fallopian tube remain blocked. And these are the different IUDs and which are used in the barrier methods. Then we are coming to the hormonal method. Next one is hormonal method, which is very important and very popular one. The main hormones which are very important for the contraception, that is the synthetic progesterone and synthetic estrogen. Hormonal method, in which the contraceptive pills are used. Contraceptive pills which contains synthetic progesterone and synthetic estrogen. In hormonal methods, the main composition of the hormonal pills, generally these are the female pills which are available in the market, is Mala D, Mala N, etc. These are everyday daily use pill, daily using pills. And another is Shaheli, very important, very popular one, that is the Shaheli. But Shaheli is a weekly pill, weekly once. Now, what are the composition of these pills? That is, what is the hormone which remain present in these pills? It's very much asked question in different board exams and also in competitive one. In MCQs, you will get that what the composition or which hormone is contained by the contraceptive pills. Now I am giving that contraceptive pills contain synthetic estrogen and synthetic progesterone in case of the female contraceptive pill. But some male pills are also available in the market. Those are known as gossipol. Male pills. Gossipol, made from the cotton seed. Gossypium is the scientific name of the cotton. So gossipol is obtained from the cottonseed, but now these are not used or banned, as many gynecologists they are telling that this can completely stop the spermatogenesis, or the sperm count will be less in case of the male. So gossipol is not used now. And China has made another medicine for this progesterone pills, which are on the year of the 2000. China made China have the same problem of the population, so they are very much conscious about this, and their scientists they have made another thing, which is male progesterone pills with male progesterone on the year 2000. They made male pills with progesterone. So this is about the hormonal method. Now we are coming to the natural method of spacing or temporary stopping of the fertilization. Temporary, now in case of the natural thing, that maintaining the safe period. Now what is safe period? Many people they don't have any idea about what is safe period. This is natural method. Number one, maintaining safe period. If the date of the menstruation of a female is completely regularized, that means on 28 days they have the menstrual cycle, 28 to 30 days, then they can maintain this, that before the menstruation, 7 days before the menstruation and 7 days after the menstruation. 7 days before and after the menstruation is quite safe for copulation. Another thing is withdrawal process during copulation. During coitus, withdrawal process. During coitus. Number three is that during lactational amenorrhea. This term is known, I think I have already discussed it in my video, that's in menstrual cycle. What is lactational amenorrhea? Lactational amenorrhea is when after the birth of the child, the mother feed milk to the child, and that's the lactational amenorrhea. Now during lactational amenorrhea, mother is safe from pregnancy. In lactational amenorrhea, the females they don't have menstruation cycle. It's extend up to 6 months of the baby, and that time the mother feed the child. So and this time is very much safe for the pregnancy. And this is about the natural method. Now the terminal method. Terminal method, that is the finally stopping the pregnancy after taking the maximum amount of children. That is, suppose in case of some people they have 2 children and that's the maximum for them. Some people they have 3 children, and before that, after that, it should not be continued. So there is the terminal stoppage, and that is the terminal. In terminal, that is the surgical method. Surgical method is known as method in case of female is tubectomy. It's a very simple surgical method by which the fallopian tube of the female is cut and knotted, and in that way the ovum cannot come inside the sperm cannot go inside the ampulla. And in case of male, that is the vasectomy. Surgical method in male, that is vasectomy. You know that the vas deferens is the spermatic cord. Vas deferens forms the spermatic cord through which the sperms go to the penis by the way of the from testis to penis. The connection is spermatic duct, and that's made up of vas deferens. So the cutting the vas deferens and to tie it also, and to two sides also known as vasectomy. So this is the permanent or terminal type of the terminal stoppage of the pregnancy. Now next is that in case of the infertility, some steps are taken, like mother is not able to produce the ovum, or father is not able to produce the sperm, or both are producing the sperms and ovum, then also there is no fertilization during the copulation. In that case, some special steps are taken, that is the IVF. It's very important term for you, that is IVF. What is IVF? That is in vitro fertilization. I think you are familiar with the name, that is test tube baby. But many students I have seen that they have the wrong concept about the test tube baby. Some students tell very confidently that the test tube baby is grown inside the test tube, but it's not the matter. Within the test tube, one complete human embryo cannot be brought up without the mother's attachment. So what is test tube baby? Inside the test tube, the actually the sperm is collected from the father, and ovum is collected from the mother. By the natural way, they are not able to produce the child. So in that case, the fertilization is taking place outside the body, in the test tube, and after that, during the blastula stage, they are implanted in the mother's womb. Either it may be own mother, or if the own mother has any problem to carry the child, then they use the surrogate mother. I think you are surrogate, you are used to with this, you are familiar with this term also, the surrogate mother. Surrogate mother just brought up the baby inside its womb, but the baby is not her. This is the surrogate mother. So in vitro fertilization, we can see many types. Among them, the most important type is gift and gift. Zygote, intra, fallopian transfer, and gift is gamete, intra, fallopian transfer. cases, the test tube baby, it will be called as test tube baby, and so IVF is, in another word, it's known as test tube baby formation. So I think it's the idea is clear that the test tube baby is the baby which is not grown up inside the test tube completely. Just it's grown up to the stage of blastomere, and then it's implanted to the mother's soul for the further development. So in case of test tube baby, these two are, now I am explaining what is zygote intrafallopian transfer. That's the formation of the zygote outside the parent's body, so inside the petri dish or inside the test tube. And in case of gamete intrafallopian transfer, the gamete like the ovum or sperm, it's artificially collected, and not naturally, artificially collected, and then it's implanted inside the mother's body. So these are the two main types of the IVF, and IVF is the boon to the human being, as it can give the child to the parents who can't form their parents by their own capability or own techniques, own natural techniques. So that's all about the reproductive health. Keep safe and be healthy. Bye.